This is called a Theracane. It's very useful in getting trigger points and stripping muscles. We're going to go over each of the different points and what they're used for. So, to start with, the most used, the most practical, is this knob here, and this is great for hitting trigger points between the shoulder blades, your traps, your rhomboids, all that. So, what's important here is to remember this hook right here is used for the power. This is used for the direction. So when you hold it just like this, so again, this is the power to bring down, and you use this to kind of drive it. And you just push right, like right here, between the shoulder blades. I'm right on the edge of my right scapula, then working into the rhomboid. So when you find a good point, you just pull down with this hand to anchor it, and then you can kind of wiggle it back and forth to work into the trigger point. You can use it for either side, left or right. And then again, you might have to search and dig around to find the different spots. You're not going to be mirrored from one side to the other. Just like that. And you can work up and down the scapula, and you can bring it over right next to your spine. Next are these two little bumps here, and they're good for working the posterior of the neck. So you want to have your spine right between the two little bumps there. Again, power, and this time you'll use this one for direction, but put it just like this, and up and down. And again, when you find a good trigger point, whether it's left or right, if it's left side or right side, you push it this way. For the left side, you push this way, and just sit on top of those trigger points for 5 to 8 seconds. Remember to breathe. And then next is this little oddball on the side. This is great, I've found, for your scalenes, this side of the neck here, but you have to be careful of your carotid. You don't want to dig into that. If you start to feel lightheaded or dizzy, you're on the carotid, so get off of it. But you take the little knob right there, and then just work into the scalene muscles. You can use it for trigger points or to help strip the muscles. But like right here, I have a really good trigger point, so just push into it. Just like that. Next is this small little hook. I found that this is very helpful for your supraspinatus muscle, which runs from the base of your skull down to the superior angle of your scapula, or the front of your trap. A lot of people hold tension here, so it does a good job at breaking that down. So this time it's in reverse. This is your power, this is for steering, but just like this, a little tricky when you have clothes on, but pull down and then out away from your spine. It's really hard to work it from out to in. I find it's a lot easier to work it from in to out this way. But just like that. And then just like that. The Theracane is great for helping to work trigger points, help keep them at bay, keep that pins and needly feeling or that kind of Charlie horse feeling in your back between sessions. It helps to reach those hard to reach spots that you can't reach just by doing this or leaning into a doorway. It's really good at helping to keep the flow of blood, oxygen, and interstitial fluid coming into the muscles between sessions, therefore helping to keep them from getting too big or too tight overall.